Hello there! For this week's Behind the Scenes at GCHS, we're going to be exploring GCHS's online collection at malm.org. That's malhm.org. Didn't know the museum's collection is online? It's a new development that happened just a couple months ago and is actually still in process. The project was organized by MALM, or the Minnesota Alliance of Local History Museums, which GCHS is a member of. MALM brought together several museums from across the state to apply for a legacy grant, funded by the Clean Water, Land, and Legacy Amendment of 2008 and administered by the Minnesota Historical Society. The money from the grant paid for a new collections management system for the museums, or the software we use to keep track of all our stuff, and it created a new public site to share the stuff on. So I'm going to be showing you how the new public site works. But first, I thought we'd take a peek at what GCHS was using before this new software. This is our old database on a program called PastPerfect. A lot of museums use PastPerfect to keep track of their collections, and it definitely did its job. But as you can maybe tell, PastPerfect is old. It's getting harder to use with new computer updates, and it has to be installed on a computer to be used. It used to mean museum staff had to only use museum computers and be at the museum and wired into our server to access any of its data. It was pretty annoying. But this new program is web-based, and it can be accessed anywhere and anytime, which has been especially helpful lately. So we've moved from PastPerfect to our new database, CollectiveAccess, which also comes with a public website. So let's check out how to use it. First, open your web browser and type in the website address, malm.org. It'll bring you to the MN Collections site, which compiles the collections of all the museums involved in this project. You can scroll down and check out who's all involved in this. But let's scroll back up and click on GCHS. This will bring you to a little page all about us. It's got some basic info and even has a little map on how to get to us. It will also start to generate a list of museum items down on the bottom here. You could scroll through this if you wanted, but I'm going to show you an even easier way to view our things. Okay, we're going to go to the site's top navigation bar, and we're going to hover our mouse over Explore and click Browse on the drop-down menu. This will bring you to a page with all of the items from all the historical societies. There's some options on how to narrow down from here, but we're going to click Contributing Organizations and click GCHS. This might take a second or two to load because, as you could see from the number on the side here, we have quite a few things, and we actually make up about half of the material on the site right now. But once it does load, now you've got the whole list of our collection that's available on this site. So all of this material just belongs to GCHS. I have another suggestion on narrowing down results even further. So there's a couple filters on the side here that you can use, but let's check out Has Image, and then we'll also click Has Image, which will generate a list of objects from GCHS's collection that actually have an image attached right now. It's not a lot comparatively, but this is where the in progress part of the project comes in. Right now we're working on getting the last part of our collection on the site, and then we'll go back and work on also adding more images. You'll just have to keep an eye out for the changes. But that's the basics of MN Collections. There's a lot you can do, so I would suggest just playing around with the different functions. You never know what you might find, like this good boy from Pope County right here. Just have fun exploring the collections of GCHS and other Minnesota museums. We're happy to be able to share it with you no matter where you might be right now. One last time, the site is malm.org. Check it out, and thanks for tuning in.